Here's a classic proof for why 1 equals 2. We start with two variables a and b, and we'll assume that they're equal, so a equals b. Now let's multiply both sides by a to get a squared equals ab, and then let's subtract b squared on both sides to get a squared minus b squared equals to ab minus b squared. Now notice on the left-hand side, we can factor that as a difference of squares, giving us a minus b times a plus b. And on the right-hand side, we can factor out the greatest common factor of b, giving us b times the quantity of a minus b. Dividing both sides by a minus b, we get a plus b equals b. But remember that we assume that a equals b. So we can plug b in for a to get b plus b equals b. Simplifying, we get 2b equals b, and dividing both sides by b, we get 2 equals 1. So what went wrong here? Because something must have gone wrong, right? Because 1 is not equal to 2. Well, I encourage you to look back at this step where we divided both sides by a minus b, because that is effectively dividing both sides by 0, which we all know we cannot do. Why is that divided by 0? Because we assume that a equals b, which means the difference between a and b must be 0. So that means we actually cannot divide both sides by a minus b. That is an illegal move in algebra. And anytime we make an illegal move in algebra, we can get nonsensical results like 1 equals 2. In fact, in that last step where we had 2b equals b, the proper way of solving that equation is to subtract both sides by b to get b equals 0. So that also means we cannot divide by b in that step, because that will be the same thing as dividing by 0. So let this be a lesson to always pay attention to the zeros in your equation, even the hidden ones. Now, there are actually other proofs out there that show why 1 equals 2. Let me know down below which one's your favorite. But with that, I hope you're doing well. Make sure to hit that follow button for more math content. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.